Hi everybody, it's Annette. I know I haven't made a video in a very long time, but I guess that's kind of what I'm here to talk about. So let's get started. I would say this whole situation as far as my health started in February. I wouldn't say I was doing great. Around Christmas, I would say I put on all of the weight I had lost since I've started this channel. So probably about probably 20 pounds. I bought this house in October. We moved in officially around Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving through Christmas, holidays, I just felt I was just eating and I really wasn't exercising because I was always doing some sort of house project. So I wouldn't say I was in the best health. And at this point, I'm turning 33 at the end of December. So around February, I started to feel a tightness in my chest and really weird feeling in my throat. I felt like I couldn't lay down. I felt like I couldn't calm down. I felt very overwhelmed. And one day we went to the Goodwill bins and I was driving my truck. I was trying to drive back and I just felt like I couldn't make it. I felt like I wasn't going to make it home. So I was trying to calm down. I did check my blood pressure, which was 200 over something at this point. So I'm just like, oh, that's really bad, but I don't really know what to do because I don't want to pay to go, to the emergency room. So I don't go to the emergency room. I try to calm down. I'm pretty sure I'm having a panic attack. As soon as I can, that's probably a Saturday or Sunday, I find a doctor and call them so I can get an appointment. But of course, if you live in the US, you know that you cannot just get an appointment. It's going to be 6 to 8 weeks. So I couldn't go until April. So that was really fun. In the meantime, I did I talked to my husband, asked him what do you think this feeling in my throat is? So I basically figured out that it was acid reflux. Like I said, I'm in my early 30s. I had never experienced acid reflux before, so I didn't know what I was feeling. And I did go get some Pepsid, and that kind of helped my issues until I could get to the doctor. So I go to the doctor finally in April after, trying to diagnose myself at home because I couldn't get into the doctor. And they are immediately alarmed that my blood pressure is still 200 over, it doesn't even matter what the bottom number is at this point because it's so high. They're like, has anybody ever told you your blood pressure is high? I'm like, yes, because I'm terrified to be here. Literally, I am terrified to be here. So we do EKG, they do all these things. They're like, you look like you're in good health. And I would say at this part, I've done a 180 from the person that I was over the winter. I guess it was maybe winter related. I was having seasonal depression. I just didn't want to be outside. I didn't want to do anything. But I had started back working out and stuff. And I did feel a little better. So we do EKG. It doesn't come up as anything. And my doctor looks me dead in the face and is like, you need to go to the emergency room. We don't have the capabilities to figure out what is wrong with you. You're gonna have to go to the emergency room. She printed off the paper of which emergency room I should go to that's affiliated with their office and my insurance and stuff. So I went by myself. So I had to go home by myself, which is weird because if it's so dire, shouldn't I not drive? Whatever. So I drive myself home. My husband happens to be at home that day. And I'm like, they told me I should go to the emergency room. Can you take me? He's like, okay, I guess. This is not the first time I heard this. I have been told to go to the emergency room before, but I just didn't feel like I could go where I lived before because where I lived before was in the middle of nowhere and I didn't feel really safe going there. So I decided to go this time. I went to the emergency room, same thing. They're like, we're expecting you. You're having chest pains. And I'm like, I'm not having chest pains. I'm not in any pain. I understand the attention the people in the ER need to give to you Like I said, I live in like a bigger place now, but it's kind of still the middle of nowhere, North Carolina. There's not a whole lot that goes on here. So they're rushing to do another EKG, try to figure out what's wrong with me. It's not like nothing's going on. I'm there for maybe 3 or 4 hours. It's very annoying. It's very hard to sit still. They check your blood pressure, 20 times every half hour, every hour. I don't know. It's just a lot. It was very overwhelming. And I mean, truly, I'm not going to lie to you. I really wish they had found something wrong with me because it is now July and I finally started getting the bills, and it is a lot of money, even after insurance, to just go to the emergency room and lay there for 3 or 4 hours. It is a lot. And this is why I didn't want to go, because I felt like I was fine. And they were like, okay, it just looks like you have like really high blood pressure. We don't really know why. They took multiple blood works while I was there. They also gave me like some sort of anti-anxiety medicine. I don't know what it was, but it just made me feel really jittery. And my blood pressure really didn't come down, maybe went down to like 190 over 100. It wasn't anything I could do. They were like, well, we don't prescribe blood pressure medicine in the ER, so you're gonna have to go back to your doctor. And this is a Friday. So my appointment's on a Friday. I just take the whole day off. They didn't have anything for me to do at work anyway, so I just worked out. And I just laid there and I was just like, what have I done? Like, what is going on that I need? So much is going on with me that I needed to go to the emergency room. Like, I'm 33. Whatever. On Monday, I have to call the doctor so I can go back. And this is truly like the turning point in my life, is when I get to go back to the doctor the second time, because I feel that she was accurate when she said, you appear to be in good health. Like, I don't understand what is going on. But in her medical opinion, she couldn't just let me go home. And I understand that. But truly, the issue here is I just have uncontrolled, unexplained hypertension. I'm assuming is genetic. I am not familiar with my father's side of the family, but I am familiar with my mom and my mom's parents. I am 100% sure all 3 of them were on blood pressure medication. So this was pretty inevitable, I would say, for me. But what happens is that I get put on medication. I have never been put on medication a day in my life for anything. If I have an infection or something, I'll get an antibiotic. They'll give you 2 weeks worth. Bye. I've never been given anything. I have displayed these same symptoms at multiple doctor's appointments for, I don't know, the last 10 years or so. So finally I get someone to give me medication, and I get put on Metoprolol, a really small dose, and I also get prescribed Lexapro, because I'm telling this lady that I'm having acid reflux. I feel like I can't calm down. I am not in control of myself at this point. My blood pressure is very high. It's stressing me out. And because I'm stressed out, I can't go to that place where you need to go in your head to like be calm. I haven't been calm. This is how I'm explaining it to her. I do not feel calmness at any point in the day. I am losing it. Immediately, I go get the prescriptions filled. That's like a whole other thing. Like I said, have not been getting prescribed drugs. So I'm not spending a lot of time at the pharmacy. Oh my God, those poor people at the pharmacy. Good God. I do my research, I read all the package inserts, and I go on my favorite website, Reddit. I read all the posts on Lexapro. I read all the posts about Metoprolol. I read everything because I want to know. I want to know what to expect. And I'm not expecting a lot because they gave me, I think I got 5 milligrams each. I wasn't expecting anything. I think I start taking the drugs the next morning because I don't want to like start in the middle of the day. So I start taking the drugs the next morning. And immediately my brain is like, this is better. I think you're doing better. I wasn't expecting to feel better immediately. I truly thought it was going to take multiple people. I said I didn't feel anything for 4 weeks. I'm like, okay, I have to stay the course. I feel better immediately. I am truly able to do things I've never been able to do. I thought I wouldn't say I'm not. I do have shy tendencies. I'm very scared of things. But a lot of that was like, I'm making it up. I think like it's just my stress and my anxiety. It wasn't necessarily like my personality. So like within the first week, I'm able to go. There's a really, really long trail near my house. I post pictures all the time on my Instagram because I go there all the time now. So I am like doing stuff that I wouldn't normally do. I walk. It's a half mile to the trail. I walk a half mile to the trail. And then I think I walk half the trail. I don't know. I probably walked 5 miles that day. I'm running. I went, and then I got a little bit lost. I ran home. I was so excited to see my house. I'm running home after walking for 4 or 5 miles. I have never done anything like this a day in my life. And I get in the house and I'm just like, the dog's so happy to see me. My husband was like, oh, hey, I mean, like, I assumed you'd be coming back soon. You've been gone a long time. I'm gone for like 90 minutes, maybe longer. And I just started crying because I've never been able to do anything like that a day in my life because I was too scared. I didn't know. I've never been to this park. I just moved into this neighborhood a couple of months ago. I'm just winging it. I'm just out walking. I had a stray dog run up on me. I didn't pee on myself because out of fear. I've had dogs run up on me before, and when I was younger, I just would run. Like, that's probably the worst thing you can do because then it chases you. Now you're in a chase with a strange dog. That is so stupid. I never did that. I was like, oh, hey. Oh, hi, doggy. Who am I? I was baffled, truly. And this is off of 5 milligrams of Lexapro. I was like, why has no one listened to me long enough to give me medication in a single day in my life? So I go back maybe in like 2 weeks. My blood pressure is down to like 170, 180. That's not good enough. So we like go up on the dosage of both of those medications, and I'm still like, I'm feeling fine. I don't have any issues, but my blood pressure is still pretty high. So that goes on for, I don't know, multiple more times because we have to check my blood and blah, 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 blah. I figured out that I guess your potassium is related to your blood pressure. And I would say I'm not the best fruit eater. I feel like it goes bad really fast. I don't eat a whole lot of fruit. But I have started eating more fruit because my potassium was low. And as soon as I got that like a little bit under control, my blood pressure did go down a little bit more. Eventually, I had to get put on losartan with a diuretic because I couldn't get my blood pressure down low enough on just the Metoprolol. So I am taking both of them now. I'm taking the losartan in the morning, and then I'm taking the Metoprolol at night, and I'm still taking the Lexapro. And right now, I've been getting blood pressure readings in like the 136/70 area, which I think is really good because my doctor just wanted me to be under 140/90, I think. So that's good. I've been taking the losartan for maybe a month now, and I didn't know how you were supposed to feel. Apparently, I think my blood pressure has been so high all of my adult life. I mean, since I've been like a teenager. The only way I can describe it is that I feel lighter. Now, am I physically lighter? I am physically lighter. I feel lighter in my mind, like my whole body feels lighter. I just felt like I was suffering under like the crushing weight of my high blood pressure. Basically what I'm saying is now I'm in my right mind. I've never been in my right mind before. And I've never been calm before. I wouldn't say I'm calm 100% of the time. I totally do freak out, and I think that's part of just my personality, but I wouldn't say it's like a regular occurrence. Did I go to IKEA yesterday and did the people piss me off and did I yell at somebody? I did. But that's like a normal Annette thing. Like I was gonna do that anyway. But I don't get as scared anymore about everything. Like I can take my dog places by myself. We go on walks. I'm not afraid anymore. But when I first got the dog, I was terrified. I'm not taking her anywhere without my husband, because what if something happens? I don't know. What if something does happen? I'll just deal with it. But I wasn't thinking like that. I'm just very grateful that I found a doctor's office full of people who wanted to listen to me and who didn't like immediately. No one has told me, oh, well, it's your weight, or it's probably what you eat. I feel like I'm in a lot better shape than I was, I don't know, even 3 months ago, 6 months ago. I've lost all the weight I put on. I haven't lost any new weight, but I'm trying to. But I definitely feel better. I definitely look better. It's just like a really long process, and I would say that that's why I haven't been making videos. I was so upset for so long that I couldn't do anything about anything else because I was just trying to like make it through the day. And I definitely have hard moments because I still have, like, I really struggle. Like, let me show you this pill. Look at this pill. Look at this pill. Like, I know that looks super tiny to you, but that's such a huge pill to me. And I have to swallow this pill. And that's something that I didn't think I would be able to do, but I can do it. There's so many things that I can do now that I couldn't do before, partly because I have to do them, but also because I want to do them. I think I'm gonna stay on Lexapro forever. I don't see any reason for me to stop taking it because I'm better on it. And I'm not Amber from Teen Mom. I don't want to get off my meds because I feel better now. I'm not one of those people. I need to be on these because when I wasn't on them, I couldn't live my life. I wasn't doing good. But I am gonna have to find a solution because I'm really happy that my blood pressure has gone down substantially, but I know that I cannot stay on losartan because it is very dangerous for a pregnancy. And like I said, I'm 33. I don't know when I'm gonna have these kids, but it has to be sometime soon. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that. And ideally, maybe, I don't know, maybe if I could lose 10 or 15 more pounds, maybe that would, maybe that would change my blood pressure and then maybe I could get off of it. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope that if you all are also like suffering and not feeling good, you can find a doctor, a medical professional, someone out there to take you seriously and help you, because there are so many things that could help you, and if you're like me, you want to do it yourself, and I just exhausted all my resources that I knew about. Like, there's nothing I can do at this point anymore. So I'm glad I got help, and I hope that you all can get help too if you need it. Bye, everybody. Bye.